What's up, Manna Church? It is day 5 of this Morning Manna series that's all about trusting God. I've been basing our conversations out of Proverbs 3 verses 5 and 6. And I repeat it every day because I would love for all of us to have it memorized by the time we finish tomorrow. So here we go. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him and He will make straight your paths. As we continue to apply this idea of fully trusting God, today I want to talk about walking versus waiting. Most of this week I've figured these as couplets, something to let go of and something to pick up. In this case, it's a little of both. Sometimes it's walking, not waiting. Sometimes it's waiting, not walking, and sometimes it's walking and waiting. You may say, Heather, how do I know which one? Remember, this is all about finding that place of dependency. God wants to bring you to that sweet spot of leaning into Him. We walk or wait based on His voice. Often, trust requires action, stepping out, doing that thing you've been afraid to do, talking to that person. If that made your heart jump, I'm talking to you. Start that small group. I'm talking to you too. Give that gift that seems too much. Another way of thinking about trust is to use the word faith. And faith is an action word. It's one thing to say. It's another thing to take the step that proves that you trust God is going to show up. Abraham left his home. All the way in Genesis chapter 12, God said, "Go, I'm going to make you a nation." Verse 4 starts, "So Abram went." He didn't wait for God to show him the nation. He didn't wait for the deed to the promised land. He walked in the direction God was calling him. Many times the miracle occurs as we start to walk. God tore down the walls of Jericho, but He did it after the people had walked around the city, as He said. When God lights the way, you better start walking. If God says go and you sit still, don't call that trust. At the same time, and this is why having that ongoing relationship with God is so important, sometimes trust requires patience, waiting for what He's promised. We can look at Abraham again. Not only did he have to walk, he had to wait. He was 100 years old when his promise, Isaac, finally came along. We could also look at David. He had to wait years from the time that he was anointed king to the time that he actually became king. Sometimes patience is the key. Now, patience isn't sedentary. So while you wait, don't just wait around. Take that waiting time to know Jesus more. If you're waiting on a spouse, don't just wait for them to pop up. Develop your character. Walk more deeply with the Lord. Become the person that the spouse you want is dreaming of. If you're looking for advancement in your job, maybe a promotion, use your waiting time to hone your skills. Be faithful where you are. Trust God's timing. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. God bless you. I will see you tomorrow.